Scorpio, you incredible, enthralling and captivating creature. This is a month that's going to change everything for the next 7 years. It is full on, and you are emerging into the next level of who you are. So everything you already are is going to be amplified and more extreme. And all the amazing things about you are going to come into action. But you've got to go with the flow. I know sometimes that's tough for you, but this is going to be the most unpredictable journey and wild ride, because Uranus is shifting signs and it takes us into one of our 7-year cycles. It's a brand new 7-year cycle. And for you, it's going to be quite primal. It's basically going to be along the lines of all the things that you have within you. You know, all that power, sensuality, charisma, powerlessness, and finding power in a new way. Maybe actually that you inherit something or you come into a load of money. Whatever it is, it's not going to be boring. It is about you dealing with your primal self and you're not taking it, because Uranus takes us. Uranus takes us to the next level and shows us how letting go of control and going with the flow and not being afraid to let go and do something different in the spur of the moment. Don't forget, Uranus is electrifying, thrilling, shocking, surprising, extraordinary, but never, ever, ever predictable. So that's the journey you're about to go on. The good news is Venus is going to lead us in there gently. But the other good news is we're going to experience this till November, and then it's going to go back into Taurus. And we have from November to April to analyze and assess what happened. What was our experience of that wild, wild Uranus? You know, how did I feel about my power, my sexuality? How did I feel about my primal emotions? How did I feel about my mortality? How do I feel about being alive? And what happened? What surprises occurred? And you get those good few months to sort of sit with it, have that peace with it, and plan and plot how you're going to deal with a similar energy for the next few years. I mean, we don't really know exactly where it's taking us till probably halfway through. It's unpredictable, but it sure will lead us somewhere. And actually, it kind of leads us to our genius. It kind of leads us to our rebel side. And it opens us up to new experiences. And you know what? New experiences are how we evolve. They're how we transform. You're going to be several phoenixes and a few eagles by the end of this journey. And as I said, Venus is leading us gently in on the 4th, where we have this experience of oh, don't worry, I love you, you're safe. And it's around abundance and kind of your relationships and all these primal emotions. And I would say it's probably important to ask yourself a few questions. Do I feel in my power? What would it take for me to be in my power? Do I believe it's possible? If I really let go and surrendered, what does power look like to me, and how far could I go in my life? You're also likely to meet very key players in your life over the next 7 years who are what you perceive true power to be. And I would urge you now, I don't know if you can remember this, not to give your power away in those situations. Anyway, I'm hoping you're going to come into a big old pot of gold as well. There could be some unexpected money coming to you. I'd be very interested to know. Do jot me a little comment below at the end of this month to tell me what you experienced so far. I find it fascinating. Now, Venus is going to sextile Saturn, which is going to help you lay some boundaries, change some habits, make a commitment to yourself, and sextile Neptune. So basically, if you change a few things, maybe it's the way that you're thinking, make sure your inner voice is, with the program and is saying to you, you are powerful, you are safe, you are capable of anything, you are absolutely a charismatic survivor and thriver. So allow that inner voice to do that. The full moon is going to bring loads of ideas, left, right, and center, and some really, really intense communication. Don't let it flit through your mind. Write it down. And if you have a very intense conversation with someone, or an emotional conversation, or an intuitive conversation with someone, again, write it down and then look at it in a month's time and see what you feel about that conversation, because it will have deep meaning. Now, good old Mercury and Saturn, in fact, are going retrograde, are going backwards this month. So be cautious around any work or business, particularly signing contracts, because there could be something there that's not straightforward or that you miss. Triple read the small print and think outside the box. Don't commit to anything, particularly around career or your life's mission, that you don't want to do. Having said that, the sun is going into Leo, and that is all about your mission in life and your career. And there could be, again, with the sun sextile Uranus, there could be some unexpected good fortune and something or someone powerful having eyes on what you're doing and seeing the power in you. Don't sabotage it. You know what you're like sometimes. And the new moon is your very own manifesting your mission, your reputation, and whatever you're working on. You might decide to let something go. But whatever you do, make sure that you're putting out your intentions and you do something consciously to create your reality, because it's trine Saturn and it's an opposing Pluto, your ruler, I have to say. Don't hold back. Don't hold back because of what your family think, for instance. Don't hold back through fear, because no place for that now. Power is your mantra, not fear. Courage is your mantra. And, knowing you are freaking fabulous and just getting on with it, because the universe is going to reach out and help you and show you the way, maybe give you a kick up the butt, but it's all very, very positive. Then Venus goes into Cancer on the 31st, and you're feeling quite excited about life, feeling a bit more optimistic and excited. Maybe Uranus gave you a few gifts in July, certainly some shocks, certainly some surprises, certainly some deep awakenings, and you're feeling optimistic about the future, and possibly there's a spontaneous trip that excites you and the opportunity to learn something new and explore. Let me know what happens, darling. You take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
I like to class a reading as an oasis for the soul, time out where we can really spoil ourselves.
When someone comes online, I'm already there. Their energy straight away goes whoosh and the messages start.
We need happiness in our lives, we need joy, we need love, and these things shouldn't be so elusive. They should come to us as our birthright, and I want people to have that, to give them the ability to go directly to their dreams.
This work is incredible, it's joyful, it means so much that I'm able to give that gift to somebody.
I'll be looking at the obstacles in your life, but also the opportunities. I'd like to be the person that's going to straighten your crown for you.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them and gives some validations. So it was a psychic reading.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.